Alright, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 stocks that are very interesting for either buying or keeping a very close eye on for the month of June. So we are going to be talking about 5 stocks that I think are going to be really interesting. Some of them I already have. A few of these stocks I don't actually own yet, but we're going to be talking about all of them in this video. In the last month, the S&P had a pretty crazy dip in the middle, but who knows what's going to happen within the next month. But if there's another dip, a lot of these stocks will be even more attractive if they're not already. Now, right before we jump into it, make sure you guys watch until the end. First of all, a lot of these stocks are going to be very interesting and you don't want to miss them. But also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because we're currently at 880 subs and we're really close to 1,000. So if you guys can help me reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers, absolutely free to subscribe. You can subscribe at any time. But if you want to help me reach that goal, that'd be really appreciative of. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it then. The first stock is Honest. So basically, if you guys don't know, this company just went public, and the reason why I'm very interested in it is because my family personally, and I've seen others as well, a lot of people, I don't know if it's a California thing, but a lot of people use this company. It's basically I guess the main thing is diapers, natural diapers and stuff like that, but they have all types of products. You walk into Target, they have aisles of these products of the Honest company, everything from wipes to even spray. I think they sell even soaps and stuff, but they sell creams, they sell anything and everything in the beauty section. And it's actually I don't know if it's founded, but the celebrity Jessica Alba actually is the founder. Yeah, she's the founder of the company. So it's pretty interesting. Their workforce is actually pretty good. Their management team, a few of these people are from Clorox. That's how so they're from pretty big companies. They're leaving huge companies like Clorox to work for this. And yeah, it's pretty damn interesting. I haven't looked too much into this company yet, but I'm interested in this specifically as well because it's fallen so much since its IPO. It IPO'd at $23. And it's been straight downhill. It's down 30%. I think today it's down I think it went up today. It's up today quite a bit from no real news. But if this stock ever goes to below 15s again this month, even if it goes back down to 14s, I'll be very interested in picking this one up. Basically, what's stopping me from buying this one is just because they haven't been profitable in a long time. Even with the pandemic, with a lot of people buying kind of these type of products, their P is pretty damn high. So they're not profitable, so they don't have a P ratio, right? But the revenues are pretty solid. You can see they're growing from 200 million to 300 million. So they're basically growing 40-50% year over year, which is pretty damn interesting, right? They got a pretty good balance sheet. Their debt doesn't say here, but I don't believe it's too much. I do have to look more into this one. So I might make a full-on dedicated video on this stock, especially if it falls more. So definitely make sure you guys stay tuned because this one's very interesting. So make sure you guys let me know if you do want to see me look into this one and make a dedicated video just on this company because it's only a $1 billion market cap. But you look at a Clorox, obviously Clorox is a giant, but they could be the natural type of company in the space. I mean, you see Clorox doing 22 billion. So, it could be pretty interesting. This company could be a $10 billion company one day. So, let me know. I'm going to personally look into this one definitely, but I might make a dedicated video just on this company. The next stock, man, is Corsair Gaming. I'm not going to talk too much about this one. If you guys want to see this, go on my channel. Go to the last video I posted right here. Corsair stock to 100. Easy money stock. Man. It's down another 3% today. After I made that video, it literally shot up 6, 7, 10% at one point. But it's fallen, and I actually bought some more on Friday. So this is a very interesting stock here today, especially since this dip on Friday, man. $31 for Corsair, dude, basically, if you don't know, I'm just gonna very briefly say they're in the gaming space and live streaming. So if you think live streaming is going to get bigger online and just video games in general, then this stock's a no-brainer. If you don't think that's going to grow in the future, then I will stay away from this company. But Corsair, they're growing pretty steadily, a very solid growth company, and they have about 16-17 forward PE, which is, if you don't know, that's insanely low. That's stupidly low. Companies like this should be trading at 40 P ratio. And at a 40 P ratio, this stock's at $60. Just plain as simple. If this stock gets a normal valuation, it's at $60. But it's just a matter of time. The main reason people don't think this company, I guess Wall Street or people in general don't think the stock is going to do too well, is because they think after the pandemic's over, people are just going to stop playing video games and stuff like that, which can be true in some degree, but just from my experience, I don't think that's going to happen. People don't just spend thousands on PCs and just forget about it, right? Especially, we've seen it with a lot of other digital companies where, I don't care if it's PayPal, it's any online company, they're still pulling insane numbers. Google, I don't care what company it is that a lot of people are saying is going to go away after COVID. These companies are still growing insanely. Even Facebook, Instagram, they're growing insanely. So I do definitely think even if this stock doesn't grow 20% next year, it grows just 12 to 15%, it's still much better than what the numbers are showing. You go to the live Twitch. I'm not going to talk more about this, but you guys just have to watch the last video. Next stock. Man, it's got to be Tattooed Chef. I mean, this stock was at 22. Now it's at 21 on Friday. So here today. So this stock's still a buy in my opinion. It's not at an all-time high yet, but dude, I just think this stock's going to do really well. I might buy more shares if it continues falling in the next month or so. Obviously, this month it's up 20%. So I'm not going to talk too much about this one. See my last video, like 4 videos ago, I talked about this stock. Make sure to watch that. I do a pretty good in-depth video on that. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Next video, Endeavor Group. Now this company, I'm not sure if it's a $29, $30 stock or if it's a $28, because look, it says 4% down after hours. I tried to see why it's 4% down after hours. I couldn't find anything. And on Robinhood, it doesn't show the dip. So I have no idea if this is accurate or not. But either way, it's about a $28 stock, $29 stock. And why this one's very interesting. They own the UFC, and they're they just acquired 100% ownership of the UFC. So they are basically, I don't know any other sport league that you can buy that's a stock. You can't buy NBA, you can't buy NHL, you can't buy you can't buy any boxing stocks or even MLB, baseball, soccer, MLS. You can't really buy those companies, but UFC. And another reason it's interesting, obviously Elon Musk is on the board of directors, if you didn't know. But why I'm specifically putting this on this list is because they finally are releasing earnings, which is going to be June 2nd. So I'm definitely making a video on Endeavor stock June 2nd. Make sure you guys stay tuned, because once they release their earnings, I'm going to be looking into that. And I might either buy the stock or we'll see what happens. But I can't really buy the stock just because it just IPO'd. And I need to know a little bit more information of where their head's at. I have to listen to the earnings call and see what kind of, what their plans are for the UFC and the company. But I do think UFC is going to be a lot bigger in the future. Obviously, this is a $7 billion company, but it's not too crazy to say they could be a $50 billion company, maybe $20 billion, $30 billion long term. But yeah, man, this is a very interesting one. Obviously, McGregor's fight is coming up next month. That might be a crazy cash cow for them. And it'll be interesting to see how, I guess if we go back, the last, big fight was this one maybe, which will be in the earnings, the Kamaru Usman. This fight was pretty damn big. It was all over the internet. So this one might bring a good amount of revenue, and obviously it's in the last quarter. It's in April 24, so it will still count obviously in the last quarter. So this will show up in the earnings. I'm very interested to see how much money they make there, if they're even profitable now and stuff like that. Obviously, I've made videos on UFC stock in the past, or EDR, and basically they make insane profits, but bottom line, they're not profitable. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're wrong, UFC is not profitable. I mean, UFC might be profitable, but EDR, with the stock you're actually buying, I don't know where the money's going, but bottom line, they're not profitable. They have very good margins, right? They have maybe 60%, 50% margins, but they're not profitable. They're not making any money. So I really have to wait till the earnings to see if I'm going to buy this stock or not. Last stock is Facebook. Now, in the last month, it's been pretty good. I think I bought a few shares at when it was literally at 300. I said if this stock goes under 300, it's like easy money, right? But even at this point, man, Facebook is just such a safe stock for you to buy and just hold like very long term. Such a safe stock because, I mean, you look at the way they're growing, like just in general, they're not a $1 trillion company yet, but I'm very confident long term the stock's going to be 10, 20 years from now. I can guarantee this is $2 trillion company. No doubt about it. The stock's a $2 trillion company. The only way it's not is if the US separates Facebook from Instagram. That's the only way. But even if that happens, those two individual companies will be worth $2 trillion. So nonetheless, this one's a no-brainer. They have a forward PE of They have a forward PE of 27, which is stupid. For a company that's growing so rapidly like Instagram and Facebook. You would think their users aren't growing, but advertising's definitely growing, dude. Look at this, 35%, 20% growth. Now, the risk to reward isn't as good now since it's been already at 330, but if this stock goes anywhere near 300, it's maybe 310, 300, even at $330, this stock's I don't want to say easy money, but it's very low risk. In terms of reward, the reward isn't like you're not going to make insane money on this, but this is a very safe stock that's going to be pretty damn good with growth in the next decade. But if you want to like even have short term like good risk to reward, anywhere near $300, this stock is very interesting. If you don't know, Facebook basically has 10,000 plus employees working only on virtual reality, Imagine 10,000 engineers strictly working on virtual and augmented reality. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, no other company has that. Apple maybe, but they do not have the innovation close. Like, you're not going to see Apple release a brand new product like virtual reality glasses and stuff like that. Like, they're not going to do that. Apple is way too conservative. They're just working on iPhones and where they can see guaranteed profits. But Facebook is a lot more in that position. And I think with Instagram, WhatsApp, and all that, I think it serves to be a very good an interesting stock, especially as Oculus goes out and gets more popular and really good games come out. I feel like that's a very, very interesting one there, and I think that's what actually brings Facebook to a much higher valuation long term. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those were about 5 stocks here today. They're very interesting. I own every single one of these stocks except EDR and Honest Company. So those 2 stocks I'm definitely interested to look at for the month of June. I might pick some up, dude, especially if UFC brings some good numbers and if the stock falls on earnings, but I see that their numbers are pretty interesting. That might be something to do. So I'm going to be making a video on both of those stocks probably pretty soon. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, man. That'll be very appreciated. It'll mean a lot. And I'll see you on my next video.